Beloved soul, before your thoughts rush into the urgency of these words, pause for a moment and take a slow breath, because what you are feeling right now is not meant to create pressure, it is meant to bring your full attention into a moment of realization. When you hear phrases like, final hours, or open immediately, your mind naturally moves toward urgency, as if something important might disappear, but true guidance does not rely on fear or pressure, it invites you into awareness, into a space where you can clearly understand what is already unfolding within you. The idea that your last move triggered a blessing is not about a single action suddenly changing everything, it is about the accumulation of all the steps you have taken up until now. There were moments when you felt uncertain, when you questioned your decisions, when you wondered if anything you were doing was truly making a difference. But growth often happens quietly, beneath the surface, building over time until it reaches a point where it becomes visible. You may not have noticed it before, but every step you took, every choice you made, every time you chose to keep going, has been shaping your path. You may begin to notice that something within you feels different. Not dramatically, but subtly. A sense of calm where there used to be doubt. A sense of direction where there used to be confusion. This is how change often begins, not with something sudden and overwhelming, but with a quiet shift in your awareness. And once that shift begins, it starts to influence everything else. The way you think, the way you act, the way you respond to situations all begin to align with that new understanding. The idea of good news on the way is not about waiting for something external to arrive at a specific time, it is about recognizing that your path is beginning to open in a way that you can now see more clearly. Opportunities may begin to appear in small ways at first. Conversations may lead to new ideas. Decisions may feel easier to make. These are the signs of movement, the signs that things are aligning with your growth. You are not being rushed into anything. You are being guided to notice what is already changing. There is no need to panic, no need to feel pressure. What matters is that you stay present with yourself. When you are present, you can see clearly. You can understand what aligns with you. You can move forward with confidence instead of hesitation. You may also begin to feel a quiet confidence building within you. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady. It is the feeling that you are on the right path, even if you do not have every detail figured out yet. This confidence is what allows you to continue moving forward without second-guessing yourself. As you sit with this message, allow the urgency to fade into calm focus. There is nothing you need to chase. There is nothing that will disappear if you take a moment to understand. What matters is that you recognize what you are already feeling. Pay attention to your thoughts. Notice what feels clear. Trust that awareness. You are not waiting for something to begin. You are already in the process of change. And as you continue to move forward with that awareness, you will begin to see that what once felt uncertain is now becoming something you can trust, something that leads you toward a path that feels steady, aligned, and truly yours. Beloved soul, as you continue to stay with this message, something deeper begins to settle within you, because what first sounded urgent is now becoming a quiet realization that this moment is not about rushing, it is about understanding. The idea that your last move has triggered something meaningful is not about a sudden event, it is about the recognition that your journey has been building toward this point for a long time. Every decision you made, every time you chose to keep going, even when things were unclear, has been shaping the path you are now beginning to see more clearly. You may begin to notice that your thoughts are becoming more organized, that your understanding is becoming deeper, and that you are starting to see your situation from a different perspective. Things that once felt confusing are now easier to understand. Situations that once made you hesitate are now becoming clearer. This shift is not random. It is the result of your awareness growing over time. When your awareness grows, your ability to understand your path grows with it. The idea of good news now becomes more meaningful. It is not just about something happening outside of you, it is about a shift that allows you to recognize opportunities that were always there but not always visible. You may begin to see possibilities where you once saw limitations. You may begin to notice that certain things are aligning in ways that feel natural instead of forced. This is how progress often appears, not suddenly, but through a series of small changes that begin to connect. You may also begin to feel a stronger sense of readiness within yourself. You are no longer as comfortable staying in the same patterns that once felt normal. You can feel that you are ready to move forward, even if you do not have every detail figured out yet. This feeling is not pressure, it is alignment. It is the signal that you have reached a point where you can move forward with awareness instead of hesitation. At the same time, this message is guiding you to remain calm and grounded. There is no need to rush or force anything. Real clarity does not come from urgency, it comes from presence. When you are present, you can see clearly. You can understand what matters. You can make decisions with confidence instead of confusion. This is where real progress begins. You may also begin to notice that your focus is changing. You are less distracted by things that do not matter. You are more aware of what aligns with your direction. You are beginning to invest your time and energy in things that feel meaningful instead of things that feel familiar. This shift is important because it shows that you are becoming more aligned with your path. As you sit with this part of the message, notice how the intensity has softened into something more stable. That stability is important. It means you are no longer reacting emotionally, you are understanding with clarity. You are not being asked to act immediately, you are being guided to recognize what you already know. Stay present with yourself. Trust what you are beginning to understand. The message is not about something suddenly appearing or disappearing, it is about a moment where your awareness becomes strong enough to guide you forward. And as you continue to move with that awareness, you will begin to see that what once felt like uncertainty is now becoming something you can understand, trust, and act on with confidence. Beloved soul, as you move deeper into this message, you may begin to feel a quiet shift forming within you, because what once felt like urgency is now becoming understanding. You are starting to realize that this moment is not about something sudden happening outside of you, it is about something within you becoming clear. There are times in life when everything you have been experiencing begins to connect, when your thoughts become more organized, when your direction starts to feel more natural instead of uncertain, and this is one of those moments where your awareness is aligning with your journey. You may begin to notice that your perspective has changed in ways that you did not fully recognize before. Situations that once felt confusing now feel easier to understand. You are not reacting with the same level of doubt. Instead, you are observing, reflecting, and responding with more clarity. This change is not sudden. It is the result of everything you have experienced, everything you have learned, and everything you have grown through. Your awareness has been building quietly, and now it is strong enough to guide you. The idea that something has been triggered now becomes clearer. It is not about a single moment creating everything, it is about a process reaching a point where results begin to appear. You have been putting in effort, learning, adjusting, and growing, even when you did not see immediate results. Now, you are reaching a stage where those efforts begin to show. This is how progress works, not always visible at first, but always building beneath the surface until it becomes clear. You may also begin to notice that opportunities are becoming easier to recognize. Things that once seemed ordinary may now feel meaningful. Conversations may lead to new ideas. Small actions may create noticeable results. These are not random events. They are connected to your awareness. When you are clear, you begin to see what was always there. And when you see it, you can act on it. At the same time, there is a growing sense of confidence within you. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady. You trust yourself more than before. You understand that you do not need everything to be perfect to move forward. You know that you can adapt, learn, and continue progressing even if things are not fully clear. This confidence allows you to take action without hesitation. You may also feel that you are no longer in a place of waiting without direction. You are in a place of movement with awareness. This shift is important because it changes how you approach your life. Instead of waiting for something outside of you to change, you begin to focus on what you can do next. You begin to move forward with intention. As this part settles within you, recognize that you are not waiting for something to begin. You are already in the process of change. The good news you are expecting is not separate from you, it is a reflection of your growth. And as you continue to move forward with that awareness, you will begin to see that what once felt like anticipation is now becoming something real, something you can experience step by step in a way that feels natural, steady, and aligned. Beloved soul, as this message reaches its final depth, everything that once felt urgent now becomes calm, steady, and deeply clear, because what you are truly experiencing is not pressure, it is awareness completing itself within you. You are no longer reacting to the intensity of the words, you are understanding their meaning, and that meaning is simple yet powerful. You have reached a point where your clarity is stronger than your doubt, where your awareness is guiding you more than your hesitation, and where your direction is beginning to feel natural instead of uncertain. There is a quiet sense of completion here, not of your journey, but of a phase that has shaped you into who you are now. You have moved through moments of confusion, through times of questioning, through situations where you felt unsure about what to do next. But none of that was wasted. Every experience helped you build awareness. Every challenge helped you understand yourself more deeply. And now, that awareness has reached a level where it can guide you clearly without the same level of uncertainty. You may now feel a calm certainty within yourself. It is not loud or overwhelming, but it is steady and real. It is the feeling that you already know what aligns with you. You already understand what needs to change. You already recognize what direction feels right. This clarity did not appear suddenly, it was built over time through everything you have experienced, and that is why it feels stable now. The meaning of everything you have read becomes simple. It is not about something being taken away or something being given to you, it is about you recognizing your own readiness. You are no longer in a place where you need to search for answers. You are in a place where you can trust your own understanding. This shift changes how you move forward, because you are no longer reacting to uncertainty, you are responding with clarity. You may also notice that your fear of making the wrong decision is beginning to fade. This is because you now trust yourself more than before. You understand that even if things are not perfect, you have the ability to adjust, to learn, and to continue moving forward. This trust removes hesitation and replaces it with quiet confidence that allows you to take steps you once delayed. As you move forward from this point, remember that you do not need to rush or force anything. Real progress happens when you act with clarity, not when you act with pressure. Stay present with yourself. Continue to notice what feels right. Continue to trust the awareness you have developed. The path ahead will become clearer with each step you take. As this message closes, let it leave you with a sense of calm strength. You are not waiting for something to change, you are already in the process of change. You are not behind, you are exactly where you need to be. And as you continue to trust that awareness within you, you will begin to see that what once felt uncertain is now becoming something you can rely on, something that leads you forward with clarity, confidence, and peace. Backhand index pointing right comment, I receive the good news, if this resonates. Thumbs up, like and subscribe for more messages.